Thanks for checking out another clip of the Cashflow Contractor. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. Click subscribe wherever you get your podcast.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot because we didn't talk about this, but we got contractors driving around right now listening to
Sure.
us. What is a simple thing they can do to get introduced to AI and kind of go, oh, that was cool? And not that they're scared of it, but I mean, just like me, I just tried it because you said so. And then I found another guy was telling me about the verbal, whatever you call it. Anyway, I've got the chat for that. And I do almost everything by voice and
hmm
I just use it all the time.
Yeah.
So what's something that could get somebody just kind of started?
Well, I think most people have looked at ChatGPT. Maybe they haven't like used it a ton, but they've seen it, whether someone else has done it or they've done it, they've watched a video on it, whatever. So I don't know that the starting point necessarily is just going to ChatGPT. What's something that's actually going to make a difference in your business? I think there's a lot of things that aren't automated right now that should be automated in a lot of businesses, and I think that getting into a tool like make.com, Make, or Zapier, Zapier.com, and then using AI in that context is really valuable. So a simple thing that you could do is get into Make or Zapier, whichever one you want to use. Maybe you already have an account with Zapier. It's a lot more popular. Connect your email to it. And anytime you send in, you can make a zap. It's really easy. You just kind of follow the steps. Okay, connect your email account. What's the trigger? And then what's the action? The trigger is that whenever I send an email, I want it to also send a copy to ChatGPT. And then I want ChatGPT to put I want it to evaluate how I write emails. And I want it to um, identify the knowledge, the tone, the personality, the answer, and I want it to put it into a Google Doc, into the same Google Doc, right? So that's the action. Trigger, I send an email. You're not doing anything different than you already do, whether it's from your phone, from your personal inbox. But whenever I send it, I want it to also send a copy to chat, and then I want what chat's response to go into this specific Google Doc and just keep going. If you do that, let's say you do that for 3 months, right?
Okay.
Every email you're
I
responding
got,
to.
let me see if I'm on the same page.
Okay.
Or what we're doing is trying to capture your voice so
Well,
that you can put that in and chat can read it and answer it in that tone or more than
so
tone.
essentially, yes. Not only that, what it's going to do is one, it's going to create a knowledge base. Hey, create a knowledge base of how, like FAQs, for example. Will you create a knowledge base of FAQs from how I respond to emails? Please distinguish the knowledge base between internal emails and external emails, right? So whether I'm sending it to my team, that's FAQs for our team to do training, and then FAQs for my for outward facing. So that can help with sales, customer service, whatever it is, right? Vendor management. And so you've set that up. You haven't changed anything about how you work, right? You're already communicating via email, but now it's capturing all that in a knowledge base. The next thing is it has your tone. So then you have that all in this Google Doc. You take that information, you put it into the AI again, say, hey, from this PDF that I give you, I want you to characterize vocabulary,
Oh, it's
sentence
beautiful.
structure, all that kind of stuff. And now you have an AI that will generate emails based on like, hey, you basically can put a question from your email, put it into chat. It'll give you how you should respond.
I okay. I love this. This is answering kind of a big question for me. That Google Doc database or knowledge base can just
hmm
be huge, right?
Yeah, depending on how you're,
I mean, you can just keep
how
putting
often you're
stuff in
using
there
your
for,
email. If you send 10 emails a day and you did that for 3 months, yes, it'll be very big.
but that's okay. You're not limited somewhere.
No.
Okay. Now, this is something I tried before. We're getting into the weeds a little bit, but other people surely have this question. If I want Google, to, I'm not Google, but chat to be a chat on my database, right?
Mhm.
On this knowledge that I'm giving it. I have to, at the current time, put that into chat every session, and then it works on it. It doesn't, and I get out, it doesn't remember it.
Yeah.
So if you're going to have it work on this database or this knowledge base that you've built up,
Mhm.
you have to load it in order for chat to work on it, right?
Right.
You're nodding. Okay. So how do you do that? Can you automate that?
Okay. Are you asking about with what I just said?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got this huge database and later on you're going to have it, I'm presuming, you're going to have that chat write the email responses and people won't be able to tell it wasn't from me. But in order to do that, chat has to have access to this big document, which gets kicked out every time you end a chat session.
So essentially, I mean, at the start, I would just do what I said. Okay. Once you have, let's call it 3 months worth of emails, right?
Right.
Um, then from there, you can use the document you have to then upload back into ChatGPT to get the value. Hey, I want to create the internal knowledge base. I want to create the external knowledge base. I want to create an email generator. You can do that with the document that you have. You can do this by uploading all of your old emails. That's another way to do this. It just takes a little bit more time and it's
Oh,
not
no.
going to be ongoing, right? So the ongoing aspect is more real time and what's currently happening. Then once you have that, you can even have it to where, hey, I get an email from in my inbox in Gmail from any of these email addresses, right? So let's just say for internal emails, right? So from your domain, create a draft response to that email using this ChatGPT chat and put a draft inside of my inbox, right? So now you open up your email, you're looking at a response from, or an email from your employee. You can have a response that you're reading as well. And then you can just click send or you can
I
edit it and
love
hit
it.
send.
Now, my question is still, I get that email and I want to have it, I want to respond to it using chat.
Yeah.
Chat has to have access to that huge Google Doc with all that information on it. Somehow I have to load that into chat, or can you automate that?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily, you could absolutely automate that. Hey, yeah, yes, the answer is yes.
Okay.
You can
So,
automate that.
well, you're sounding like you may not have to do that, but how does it have access to all that
Well,
information?
you, so if you, what I'm, you could automate that, but I think there's value in you manually going over, grabbing that Google Doc that has the 3 months worth of data from your
Okay.
email, uploading it into ChatGPT, seeing how it, what is the knowledge base that it generates, tweaking it a little bit, what is the tone that it says for your emails, trying the responses a little bit before automating it. So
Oh, no doubt on that, but you
yeah,
can automate it.
you can
I mean,
automate it.
if
Hey,
you
pull,
always had to go load it,
yeah,
it would make it more cumbersome.
correct.
I'm all for learning how. Oh, that's brilliant. See, there you go. There's another.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's not even cutting edge, really, is it?
No, that's
I
not
mean, there are
cutting
people
edge.
doing that.
There's people that are, hey, anytime we get an email, it turns it into a blog post that goes on, that it automatically publishes to our website and it's live, right? So now you're creating 10 articles a day based upon real customer service feedback that you're giving and answering the questions that are on there, right?
Wow.
So there's a lot of different things that you can do. That's just some of it. So yeah, using a tool like Make or Zapier is really, you can spend 5 hours a week and you would be completely blown away by the things that you're able to generate. Like completely blown away. Just 5 hours a week. And with that 5 hours a week, you can easily get back 5 hours by automating some different things. Like
Yeah,
the things we're talking about now are kind of new, like, oh, well, I don't
right.
have a knowledge base or I don't have blogs on my website. But there's things that you're currently doing that it can easily do for you.
Thanks for checking out a clip from the Cashflow Contractor. We have full episodes where we go deep on topics that help you grow a construction business that runs without you so you can have less stress, more time, more money. Now, We've got other videos, other clips, but if you want to check out the full episode for this clip, you can click wherever our editor put it. It might be here, it might be there, it might be over my face, I don't know. But thank you for checking us out. We'd love to have you as a part of our audience. So subscribe or check out a full episode wherever you get podcasts.